Crashed on his recce about 2 hours ago now, but we don't know much more. What can you tell us?
Yeah, he's had a bad crash actually. It sounds like he was the foot of the descent. It's obviously very gusty today, and it sounds like he's taking his hand off his bars just to blow his nose, and the wind's taking his front wheel, and he's hit a wall at 60 km an hour, something like that. He's got a bad fracture. He's badly injured. It sounds like he's got a fracture of femur. To be confirmed, he's not in hospital yet. He's just going to get airlifted shortly to hospital. Probably St Etienne, maybe Lyon. So obviously trying to manage that at the minute, make sure he's got the best care, and in the meantime obviously think about Michel and his family and everybody else, and make sure that we can give them the best possible care, because I think those types of situations, what happens in the next hour and a half, crucial. So we'll be on that. But in the meantime, obviously we've still got to keep on racing, and I think that's part of this sport. It's these things happen quickly, and you've got to adjust quickly and try and make sure that, obviously it's difficult for the guys when something like that happens, but you've got to repurpose very, very quickly in this game, and it's part of the territory, and so that's what we'll do for the rest of the race. And then obviously tonight we can sit and assess the situation and go from there.
Have you been able to speak to Chris?
I don't think that's. I'm not sure he's in a position to speak at the minute. But Tim's with him, Tim Kerrison and Gary the mechanic. And luckily there was an ambulance, one of the race ambulances actually parked very close to where he actually had where he had his accident. So they were able to take care of him pretty quickly, which is very fortunate, and thanks to them. But like I say, we're just going to transfer him now to hospital.
So any idea at all what this means for the team looking ahead to the Tour de France, or is it too early?
Well, I think it's one of those situations, in the middle of a battle, the soldier doesn't start crying, does he? You wait to the end and then you regroup, and I think that's what we're just trying to say to the guys. If you ask Chris now, if he could speak, if you asked him what he want the rest of the team to do right now at this moment in time, he'd say go out there and smash it and really don't, really stay on it and do what you got to do, and which is what the guys will try and do. But they're human after all, and I think you got your logical professional side, which they'll try and engage to compete. But there's no doubt about it. There'll be an emotional reaction to it, and I think we've got to think carefully about how we manage that as a group. And I think I've got some responsibility there to think about the reaction of the whole team, in fact, to the situation. But looking forward, I think it's too early to assess. Clearly he's not going to run the Tour. I think that's pretty clear. So our first primary thought is for his care, make sure he gets the best medical care now as he possibly can. Think about his family, make sure they're okay, and in the meantime, then obviously continue to race and focus on the races coming up in due course.
Thanks, Dave.
No problem.